Have you ever found yourself saying to a customer that's complaining, "It will never happen again"? If you have, you're not alone. But here's the reality. That's a promise you can rarely keep. What we've learned as a professional answering service is that all you can do is learn how to address these complaints with honesty, empathy, and a genuine commitment to improvement. So before we look at how to handle customer complaints, let's look at why customer complaints are more impactful than you think. Did you know that for every customer who bothers to complain, there are 26 other unhappy customers who remain silent? That's a staggering statistic, but that's not all. According to a study done by McKinsey, over 70% of buying experiences are based on how the customer feels they're being treated. So how you handle customer complaints isn't just about fixing a problem. It's about shaping your customer's entire perception of your brand. Because again, if you're hearing of one negative review now, you should know that there are likely many more like it that you just haven't heard of. And with that, let's get into how you can handle customer complaints. We've helped countless of businesses handle their customer complaints by using our 8-step structured empathetic approach. Now let's break down these 8 crucial steps, and once you implement it in your business, I promise you'll start to see the difference. Step 1, let the customer vent. Don't try to explain things, don't interrupt, just let them talk. To them, it's like releasing pressure from a valve. When customers vent, they feel heard, and that's the very first step to de-escalation. We've seen that allowing a customer to fully express their frustration allows the conversation to be more productive and calmer. Imagine trying to talk to someone while they're holding their breath, for example. It's impossible, so let them breathe. Step 2, actively listen. Once they've vented, just listen. This means paying close attention to what they're saying, taking detailed notes if you have to, and just showing genuine interest. Did you know 68% of customers leave a business because they feel that the company just doesn't care for them? So avoid interrupting, but do ask clarifying questions to show that you are engaged with them. And don't forget, your tone matters a lot. Did you know that people can even identify the kind of smile you have just by hearing you talk? So smile even if they can't see you. Step 3, restate and clarify. Show them that you understand what they're going through. You can do this by repeating the issue back to them. This shows that you've been listening and it helps clarify the problem. The key here is to use your own words and not just parrot what they say. Constantly repeating the issue like a broken record can actually aggravate the problem. That's just poor customer service, and it shows them that you haven't really been listening. So what should you say if a customer says, "I've been on the phone for an hour and no one's helped me"? You could say, "I'm really sorry you had to wait on the phone for an hour. That's completely unacceptable by our standards. Let me look into that for you." We repeat the issue back to them, but we help them progress in our conversation. Step 4, empathize. Connect with them on a human level. At this stage, you really need to acknowledge their feelings. We did that earlier by saying, "I'm really sorry you had to go through that," but over here, you really want to show them that you really care. Something as simple as, "I understand how frustrating that must be," really goes a long way here. You don't have to have experienced their exact same situation, but you can always just acknowledge their feelings. For example, you could say, "I can understand how that would make you feel. I don't like being left on hold for a long time either. I would be frustrated." Step 5, own it. If the issue is on your end, you have to take responsibility. Don't make excuses or blame others. And even if it's not your fault, remember to acknowledge their experience as if it is. Remember, from their experience, you represent the company. Step 6, don't overpromise. Instead, be realistic. You've heard that honesty is the best policy, and that's true. It's always better to underpromise and then overdeliver. That's why you should never say, "It won't happen again," because it probably will, and that's okay. Instead, focus on finding the root cause and addressing that. If you're struggling to get to the root cause, here's a little tip. Keep asking why, multiple times even. Let's say your customer had a concern, but they couldn't reach you during your operating hours. Maybe no one was staffed to handle your phones. The team that was staffed was doing some other work that you told them to. In this instance, you only had to ask why twice to get to the root cause. You might have to ask why a couple more times depending on your situation, but we found that it always helps us. But in this example, what you've learned is that in order to prevent your customers or callers from hitting voicemail, you need to make sure that there's someone behind your phones always. Step 7, remember to always add value. Go above and beyond to show your customers that you care. This could be offering a discount, providing helpful resources, or proactively solving a related issue. For example, example, we've helped businesses provide extra value by providing resources like FAQs or tutorial videos. Your customers are more likely to interact with your resources online or otherwise before they directly seek you out. So remember to always meet them there. Step 8, follow up with your customers. A simple email or phone call checking in with your customers can make a huge difference. It shows that you genuinely care and are invested in their satisfaction. Here's an example. I like the mechanic that I go to because after any repair that's done on my car, I get sent a text a couple days later asking if everything's okay. Sure, it's automated, and sure, it's just a text, but it shows that I'm genuinely being cared for. And if you can replicate that feeling in your customers from just a text, I'd say it's more than worth it. So, there you have it. Handling customer complaints isn't just about fixing problems. It's about building stronger customer relationships by empowering your customers. True service is about delivering the best possible support to your customers and clients. Want more tips? Check out our blogs on ambscallcenter.com for educational resources designed to help small business owners like yourself handle your communications better. And if you want to focus on growing your business without worrying about your calls that are coming in, consider getting an answering service. For more information on that and the blogs, click the links in the description below. Remember, every complaint is an opportunity to strengthen customer relationships. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more small business tips, and we'll see you in the next video.